Just look at the state. Is this what you call no more excuses?
Don't worry, Gav.
But we should have never let. The question is...
And what the hell were those royalists doing? Otto may have heard.
And I'll talk to
The lawsman.
about your faith, if any four-legged friend's ever done that before. But what I want to know is, it's all well and good talk.
Right.
Will do.
Jill.
I will.
Otto. She's been better.
Good.
Any word on Cooper?
Vivian's did what she can. We've sent ours out to the coast, but no leads yet.
Right.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right. You win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on.
Oi.
Huh?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She's that.
Storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
You took...
I'm a busy...
I'll get to the...
Mid.
And? Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew. That was his dream for me. But I'm helping no one. I've studied enough. I know that I can help the people here.
Well. All right.
Which is why I wrote up a list.
For me?
Who else? First things first, I need equipment and materials to start. There's the designs for the stuff I need. The other material, apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that.
Is that everything?
For now.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Jill looked white as a sheet when he beat her.
Mid's back from...
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the store. Here's the list. Think you can...
This lot,
Excellent.
it's paid. If it weren't for her filth,
Indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to them.
Thank you.
Is it business or pleasure? You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
Black.
What's it look?
I have it. You require. Do you think you can make them?
Look.
My thanks. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
What do you need? So, what'll it be? Not bad, if I do say so myself. No scratches, right? And how am I meant to do that then? And?
It's all right. Good oil. Should be enough to outdo.
Bardolph. So naturally.
Well, I'd love to, but I'm afraid I got my ass. I'd gladly spend. It don't have to be me, though, you know.
That's right. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you.
Ah, Clive. I don't mind it.
Thank you, Martha.
He went up to far as I know.
I'll look from there. You do, Bernard. Martha.
Oh.
Building a workshop, you say? And?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew. But I came up here hoping to visit. Even Pat. But you're...
This shouldn't take long.
It's over.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's onto your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before...
All right, Clive?
I am.
That's brilliant.
Is there...
Nope. So as soon as Bernard...
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest soon?
Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Jill looked white as a sheet.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal in one of our oldest bestiaries, his name...
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right.
Quite. Though his latent birth, it had only to be...
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn,
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you, but I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers just you wait.
Then I look forward to... Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
I think I'll wait till mid-till Wednesday to refill dungeon.
How goes the hunt?
Largely. We have myriad sight. If only we knew for...
Well, if anyone can piece this puzzle together...
What?
Word that...
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's...
You have nothing to worry...
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble. It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here! Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmeks empty their treasuries for us. Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmeks will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmeks to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks.
Ah, my dear nephew, how I've missed you. Through the good offices, as are you, which is why I came.
You were working with the Guardians of the...
I was.
And I have questions for you.
Gladly.
You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalind.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of come here and I'll It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost as if they believed.
And you have... It may well have gone...
Allow me, as luck would have it.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready.
Very well, but...
Lid's finished outfitting her little...
Otto.
You're not going in there?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. I won't risk any more than I have to.
Valenza and the Fang are all cooked because you have any trouble on the way.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's. And only Sid's. Or you've heard nothing.
Thanks.
So, what...
Don't look so worried.
Thank fuck.
Gav, Otto.
You can count on.
Ah, yes. I'll stick with Nick. The hunt board. It's where the curse breakers, just because they can't... Right. The people of Valisthea are the last thing they need, and perhaps I can. All right.
We shall.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Who do you think those soldiers were?
So, Lord Cook has renamed his name.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehere. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Take him!
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
You. It's you.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the fact.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not always got a reason to.
The gate is closed by order of Lord Kupka. Any attempt to gain passage to Drake's Fang? How's a trader expected to make a living if they close the roads without... How much is a buy your leave?
Light it, for Gilbert's sake. Allow me. My good man. We're seeking to... Well, thank you. Oh, no. Well...
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of Gazal greaves.
What do you want?
I won't keep you long. A woman by the name of Ruzi.
Never heard of her.
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town...
Oh, that's easy. The owner's only a young...
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of... a long-standing...
Then you should ask. He's been here for years. Try the baths.
Thank you. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furter knows.
Sweet incense! What's candle?
Excuse me.
I am.
I hope so. Do you know Rosina Dallum?
And what?
She was a close friend of mine.
Very well. Go to the board.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think. He trusts us.
Just look at the detail! So you're the ones who...
I beg your pardon.
Don't play the stick your nose in up.
It's over.
Who you were?
He wanted us to test, though one could... Lord Furter?
Look what the cat...
You're skilled with a blade. A fitting talent.
You know who I am. So what now? Calling the men of the rock?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina.
Yes. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Needed to a silken sock.
Take a sniff, good sir.
My carpets have...
Is this the play?
Lubor's Forge. The bride.
Ah, so it was so much for Rosina Dallum.
It was an easy mistake to... Sorry. Whoever this Lubor truly is...
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furter told me to bring them to you. My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing.
I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust? I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always. Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy. And yet even then I had more good sense than a man... 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
You've heard?
I've heard rumor.
Damn thief. Pilfering us common folk, and it isn't as if we can...
Do you have a...
Depends what...
Just a question. Dalamil...
Well, we're a stone. The soldiers guarding the Mother Christ, the men on the rock.
Is that so?
Juiciest meat from the oven. You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing? Ugh, then be off. Don't be stupid. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper. No, just leave.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything. Yes. They'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Why is the tavern shut?
It's you. What do you want?
I'm looking for my pal.
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's...
Thank you.
me treat you. I'm pretty flush.
Will this suffice?
This ends.
One of the many...
All right, but not money. Care to explain?
Bait, my boy. And I do believe I've snagged... I had no luck, but they took me aside.
So the pub.
A small price to bet enough about...
That the supply of... Meanwhile, members of Kupka's... I'll wager those soldiers you...
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then. And put an end.
Ha! It just goes to show... I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
What was all that crashing and banging about?
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was...
Of course.
Not bad. But what?
Because these crystals are no longer you're buying from.
And we have no more jurisdiction here, but we have ships, and we'll...
Royalists, eh?
Why? To collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. And being such good friends. And now that these...
Did you get it?
Not over yet, Uncle!
Good! I'm just getting warmed up. Well, how'd you like my performance?
Great. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people... until you... Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a... It occurs to me that I still don't...
Clive.
Well, to tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Those left behind have been...
Thank you. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers.
Oh.
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord...
No. Thank you very much, Greybeard.
Of all the...
Here. Where... Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you.
And please, tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Omia los delan. Tu isakelis.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then.
Thank you.
Not at all.
Come on, Uncle.
Is it true what I'm hearing? The men of the rock are carting off
The finest fabric!
It would make her fine.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
Like eating a cloud with a crust.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Ah! They've opened the gate!
Lubor was true to his word.
Good day, my lord. Go with Gilbert. We should get going soon. Do you have water?
I've got a crystal.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lub?
A question that I neglect. Where is it that you're
To Drake's Fang.
Then allow me to. Drake's Fang is currently. Selmeki and Waloed are allies, but no nation has ever before.
Not by choice.
And there's more. My man on the. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you. If you're determined. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on.
Well.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Tell me you put down roots.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize That spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you.